Welcome to the Black Ice Show. I'm your host, Black Ice, right? So, hey, update. Last Sunday, my TikTok account was removed, disappeared. Let me tell you why. The truth will set you free, but on social media, it will get you canceled because the truth and the facts and the data and the outcome that's presented, when you're good at what you do, when you're really good at what you do, and you're talking about a sensitive topic, like I have, and I provide all the data. I've had female attorneys come at me online. I want to see the data. I produce the data. They disappear like a ghost. Gone. Gone in the night. Casper the unfriendly ghost. They disappear. I have feminists come at me. They want to see data. Here it is. But when you present the facts of data and you get the results, social media that's controlled by the ultra left will remove you. So my TikTok was deleted, completely gone. And there was action warnings for videos that were not hateful. They were not hate speech. They were not harmful. They were facts. They were talking about relationships, XYZ. And I disputed them and they came back on. But then on Sunday, my whole TikTok was removed. I've started a new TikTok. But I find it funny that when you talk about facts and relationships and the differences between men and women, one party seems to get really pissed off. See, men, we have accepted how we are. We have accepted from women that we have to meet certain requirements for you to be attracted to us. But when we talk about certain requirements that you need to bring to the table for us to be attracted to you, all of a sudden, it's a shitstorm. You're upset. You're mad. You're chauvinistic. You're misogynist. Right? Why is that? Because men have accepted the fact, look, if I'm super short, fat, overweight, and broke, I'm not getting a girl. I'm not getting anybody to date. I probably won't get married. We've accepted that. So we know we have to be taller, more successful, financial stability, decent looking, and definitely not broke, right? I said that. But when I tell a woman, I don't want an overweight woman. Oh, all the Lizzos come out. Everybody's mad. Everybody's upset because I said I don't want to be with a woman that's overweight. All of a sudden, he's horrible. It's hate speech. Why is that hate speech when you tell me you don't want to be with a man that's under 6 feet tall? And then I say I want a fit, feminine, attractive, young woman that's submissive and cooperative. Why is that a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing when I have a choice of who I want to be with, you're upset? But when you say all the requirements that 90% of the women look for, men have accepted that. You just can't accept the reality and the truth. I'm going to do some here on this. It's called a delusional calculator. It's backed by the Census Bureau and the National Center of Health Organizations. Okay? So on this delusional calculator that I got, I would like to run some numbers. Okay? So what I've done is I put together what most women consider the type of guy that they want. All right, so I'm going to record this. It's called the Female Delusional Calculator. Okay, now watch this. This is what I'm going to love. This is backed by the Census Bureau, the United States Census Bureau. It's factual data for all of you women out there that don't want to hear the data. Say I don't hear the data. And the National Center of Health Systems. What are the chances to find a man of my dreams? Because women, y'all have men in your dreams, right? So I'm going to plug this in here, okay? So we're going to go from the average age of, let's just say, I'm going to go from the average age of 28 to 45. Let's do that, okay? 28 to 47. So I'm going to do 28 to 47. Any race, color, white, black, or Asian. I'm just going to do this for you. The average height in the United States is 5'9". I'm going to exclude obese men, because I'm sure you don't want an obese guy. We can handle that. And let's just say they need to make at least $100K a year. And you've all heard me say the new $100K is $250,000 a year. Let's see what the probability of you finding that person in America that's non-married. You have a 5.6% chance of meeting a man that is unmarried, of any race, that's at least 5'9" or taller. He's not obese, and he's making 6 figures a year. I'm going to show this to you because this is going to be recorded. 5'9". Look at that. 5.6%. 5.6%. Now, for all of those women that want more than that, let's go and do he has to be 6 feet tall. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1.7% chance for you finding a man that's 6 feet tall, that's not obese, that's earning at least 6 figures a year in the United States of America between the ages of 28 to 47. This is the probability of a guy you finding is 1.7%. It's 1.7%. So here's my question, ladies. Ready? How are you going to compete to find that man? Because every woman I talk to on the planet Earth, the guy's got to make 6 figures. And half of those women want the guy to be 6 feet. So if you take the population of 340 million people in the world, 340 million. If you take the population of 340 million people in the United States of America, I'm just talking about the United States right now. And 51% of those are women. You all have to compete for 1.7% of the population of men that fit that requirement. What are you bringing to the table? What value do you bring? And here's what happens. You ready for this? I don't need a man. Well, you ain't getting a man. Newsflash, not with that attitude. I'm a boss bitch. You ain't getting a man. And then you end up on TikTok and Instagram, 30, 40 years old, complaining about hitting the wall because you were in your prime in your mid-20s, out clubbing, tearing up the dance floor, and partying, talking about you don't need a boyfriend, hanging out with all your single girlfriends. Meanwhile, women over in third world countries, Mexico, Central South America, they're getting married in their mid-20s, finding a husband, and living a pretty decent life. And then you hit 30-something and say, okay, I'm ready to settle down and find a man. Meanwhile, those high-valued men, that isn't even high-valued, 100K. You got to make $250K a year to survive in A-status cities. A-status cities, LA, Seattle, New York. Okay? Those cities, Orange County. 100K, you're broke. 100K is poverty level in Seattle. I'm from there. I live in Vegas now. So good luck finding those guys. Now we can talk about what it takes to find those men because you're competing. See, listen, ladies, if you're competing for that small percentage of population, guess what those guys do? They have options. And every one of those guys wants the same thing. And what you're bringing to the table is not the value they want. We don't want your attitude. We don't want your money. We don't care about your PhD. We're going to find somebody that every one of them's competing for us that fits the profile we want. And it ain't you. So you can stop with all your BS, lying to yourself, and all your comments about you don't need a man. The only reason you say that is because you can't find a man. You can't get a man. And you don't want to do what it takes to get that person that you want because you know it's going to require you to be a feminine woman. And for the God knows why, you want to be like a man. I counsel these women, and the first thing they do is they sound like a man. I make my own money. I got my own business. I bring a lot of value. You sound like a dude. Men don't want to hear that crap. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that. That's like going up to Elon Musk and saying, okay, you're going up to Drake, somebody that has a lot of status. A lot of women would probably want to date Drake, even though he's got a girlfriend. I won't date a guy with a girlfriend. You go out with Drake, You're going to be a hypocrite because he's got status. It's not about the money. It's not about the status. Yes, it is. But if Drake asked you to come out, and let's say you wanted to marry Drake, you want to marry you, and you say, I got my own business. He don't care about that. You think Drake cares about your money? That's a high-value man. Do you think he cares about your PhD? Do you spend, I'm going to wait till I get my doctor, I'm going to be a doctor, then I'm going to settle down? Not going to happen. Who's Drake dating? 25, 26, 27-year-old women. Now, if you're past your 20s, you're in your 30s, that means in your 40s, that means you got to make more adjustments to get a higher quality man because you're competing with the mid-20-year-olds. This is factual data, and you fight me on this. You get my videos removed. You're upset. You hate me. I even got virtue signaling beta / I don't know what you want to call them, males, omega males, black pill omega males that are like, oh, that's not true. Because you're the guy friend waiting on standby for the girl that's dating the alpha male to slip up so you can slide in and be your man. Because you can't find a woman on your own. How am I doing? Good. That's why when you go to my Instagram, stuff's blowing up. That's why when you go to TikTok, it blows up. Because people want to hear the truth. I'm not sugarcoating it. You can fight all you want. You can lie all you want. But the reason you're single, ladies, is because you put yourself in a situation that is not a prize situation for a high-valued man. You're not attractive. The whole package isn't attractive. If I drive by the car lot and I see that old car with the dust on it, with a sign that says for sale, and I drive by there for 6 months, it's still there, that's you. I don't mean old by age. I'm talking about it's not attractive. They didn't clean it. They didn't take it to the detail shop. They didn't polish the rims. They didn't move the car. It's been doing the same thing. That's you complaining on the internet about how men are we're misogynists. And here's a scapegoat comment that you have. Every woman says, I don't need a man. That's a BS comment that you make up. And you know why you say it? To cover the lie and the reality that you can't get a man. Because no man wants to be with you. Because you will not do what's required and change to get the man that you want. And you will not become feminine to get the man. So your defense mechanism, your response is, I don't need a man. That's a scapegoat. That's a cop-out lie. You know it, I know it. So you're going to die alone? Nobody was intended to be alone. Not one person on this planet. We are genetically built from a higher power, God or not God or whatever you want to call it. I'm not here to judge how you think we're evolution, God, aliens, whatever. We were put here to be with somebody else and mate and reproduce. Now, the United States population reproduction rate is declining fast. Super fast. Super fast. Less and less kids are born. Pretty soon, this whole nation is going to be backwards. So, in the end, keep listening, keep plugging in, keep subscribing, keep following, keep liking, keep commenting on these videos, and we'll see you soon. Stay strong.